Hi guys, it's Isaac from Why I Play. I was speaking to a couple of friends about bunny hopping and realized that there is no detailed bunny hopping guide on YouTube, so I decided to make one. Let's hop to it. Today I'll be covering what bunny hopping is, why bunny hopping is good, and how to bunny hop. Bunny hopping in Genshin Impact is essentially chaining a string of sprint jumps. Bunny hopping in Genshin Impact is essentially chaining a series of sprint jumps together. It's a little more difficult to execute than the double dash, but can potentially allow you to travel faster than you can normally do on certain characters. Generally speaking, the more male or the older you are, the faster your character will move. However, for jump height, there is no straightforward correlation. Therefore, some characters may just be better at it simply because they can jump further or faster. Right? For example, Chongrin, Bennett, Ning Guang, and Kea are much better at bunny hopping than other characters. Venti also, despite having short height, has one of the fastest jump speeds. Therefore, he is also one of the best bunny hoppers. Number 2. Maintain high speeds over unlimited distances, making it the fastest movement option for any long distance travel. Number 3. Be able to rapidly climb steep cliffs as long as they are less than 90 degrees. Bunny hopping can save you lots of time whether you're just exploring the world or farming for artifacts, elites, or ores. Does it sound great? Yes, it sounds great. Now let's go into the step-by-step guide on how to bunny hop. Bunny hopping can be broken out into 4 stages. The sprint, the first jump, jumping till you burn all your stamina, and finally the no stamina phase. First step, you want to sprint till you create a white shockwave. So on PC this involves long pressing the sprint button, and on mobile you long press the dash button. I notice a lot of times people fail because they don't hold down this button and so they don't get a shockwave. The moment you see the white shockwave, you can move on to the first jump. Step 2, the first jump. So you can actually make your first jump at any point once the white shockwave is created. So if you don't want to jump immediately, you can hold on, and even after the white shockwave disappears, you can still press the jump button to start the bunny hop. Step 3, continue to jump and hold down the sprint button until you burn all your stamina. So at this stage, the bunny hop is very easy to maintain because there is a very large window for you to press jump every time your character's feet touch the floor. However, because your character still has stamina, you have to be careful when moving downhill, because if you're too high above the ground and you press the jump button, you will end up going into a glide. Also, if you still have stamina and you run into a wall, you will end up clinging to it instead of jumping up the wall. Finally, once you've used up all your stamina, we go into the no stamina phase. So this is the only movement speed option where you can keep going even without stamina, and also this is the point where you can start to bunny hop up steep surfaces. However, to maintain bunny hopping when you run out of stamina, a much more precise timing is required. So you have to press your jump button the moment your character's feet touch the ground. If you're having trouble with this, you might want to press the button just a bit earlier than the point where your character's feet touch the ground, so just before your character's feet touch the ground. This is to account for any lag from your human reaction time, PC or mobile phone, or lack of sleep. You'll need a lot of practice to do this right, but fortunately, if you are on PC or console, you can use a turbo button or a macro to make things a lot easier. With some practice, you can still do this on mobile, but your jumps really need to be exact. Alright, so personally, I can do about maybe 7 or 8 jumps before I make a mistake and I hop out of the bunny hop. However, take extra caution when bunny hopping around water because you have no stamina, which means you are just one hop away from drowning. Personally, I use bunny hopping all the time in regular play. So whenever you move away from an elite camp without bunny hopping, which means using one of conventional movement methods, you will slow down to allow your stamina to recharge so that you can double dash to the next camp. However, with bunny hopping, you can literally begin bunny hopping as long as you have just a little bit of stamina. Assuming you save 5 seconds every time you bunny hop away from elite camp, this allows you to save about 5 minutes every hour of farming. For players who play 1 hour a day, that's 35 minutes saved every week. If you're really hardcore like me and you manage to farm about 4 hours a day, you manage to save more than 2 hours a week. However, what happens is that you tend to bunny hop into battles without stamina, but it's not as bad as it sounds because you move so fast, you can get yourself into a good position, and by the time you rotate through your skills, you already have stamina to make a dodge if you need to. While you may not regularly use bunny hop to climb tall cliffs, right, you might use them for smaller cliffs, such as I'm doing here. So when you travel across the plains, right, there are often little hills you need to climb where you can just bunny hop up instead of waiting for your stamina to recharge and slowing down for the climb. You can also bunny hop in Dragon Spine, so although your sheer cold bar is going to go up faster because the game considers you're using stamina non-stop, you are moving faster towards the next heat source and spending less time in the cold. So as a net result, you're probably getting a bar filled up a little slower than if you were just to, for example, run or use double sprints. Alright, that's it for today's video, guys. Hope you learned something, right? Or hope it's a good refresher on bunny hopping. Do remember to like, subscribe, and leave any comments you have in the section below. I'm Isaac from I Play, and I'll see you in the next video.